Good morning, Monday, January 18. Uh, as always, we're watching quite a few different things here. We do this in real time every time, but it we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer here. So like, share, subscribe. It's 9:31 right now. So this major sell-off here, not a major sell-off, I guess it ran up on Friday. Excuse me. Gap down this morning, right back. See how it gaps right down. Isn't that interesting, right? And now it's failing out. Um, that's kind of affecting the rest of the stocks here. There is this news of this ATVI, if anybody knows what that is, and that's Activision Blizzard being bought. They, Microsoft agreed to acquire Activision. If you look here closer in the thing, everybody's all excited about it today. How much is it going to go up today? How much is it going to go up today? This thing is supposed to, the deal, which is expected to close in the fiscal year 2023. Okay, that's a year away. In the fiscal year, that could be 2 years away. At the end of it, could be the end of 2023. So, is this news? Yeah, but no. Here's BBIG going for the break. I've got some. That's a box theory that I'm working on here, but yeah, it's been rocking here for 1, 2, 3. Today would be day 4. That's pretty impressive, seeing as we went and did this move, came all the way rolling back, and we've got all these bag holders here. Um, and it's getting squeezed now. We've got all these shorts that I guess are deep into it, right? So we'll have to pay attention to this. We got to wait for that morning chop to, pan out. One of the guys says wait until 9:45. It's a window. It doesn't have to be 9:45 on the money. It's no, it's just not the open. How about that? So yeah, the float, the short float here, 22% of 123 million. Yeah, so that's 27,600,000 shares short on my data, which isn't. It's gonna be not. It's not right. It's short. It's like it's not. Sorry, it's shy. It won't be right. So if we can keep up above this, the short squeeze is on. How to play it to make profits. That's pushing pretty strong. That's pushing pretty strong. Kind of missed it. I don't know if we missed it or really was there a signal? Higher high, higher high, higher low, higher low. But what the break was, that might have been it right there. Let me just get that in there. I know some of you guys don't believe this technical analysis is actually, something compared to your foot thing. But if you use it in conjunction with everything, that's what I do. It's not just a one. There's no silver bullet for this, guys. You can't just pick one type of thing to make the indicators work, and all of a sudden you're like, "Yeah, that works perfect. That's how it works." We're not going to do anything else except for look at that. Well, you got to really start thinking about how the orders are going to be stacked up in this thing, right? If a short squeeze is on, where are they covering? Like, where is their stop, right? I know it was hard to see, but there was the signal there, kind of. See how it got rejected at 5 and came pulling back? If it goes through 5 again, that's when it's going to go. So now we're hoping we see volume. Yeah, I really want to see this volume bar go up here, and then we can we'll get some magic. There's the fill. Hopefully it holds, right? Even if we do have loss here, it's going to be marginal. We should probably open it up a hair. I don't know. I don't want to take a lot of loss here. You know what I mean? You want to be wrong when you're wrong. Stop is a bit tight though. I got it at 91. $4.91. It's a little tight. It's a little tight. There's that next minute. That's a good sign. If we can keep up and out of here. That's halfway through that minute. There's the 45 seconds. Oh, fuck. There's the stop out. Shit. Too tight. Again, I'm too tight, eh? We did open that up a little bit, so that was a $110 loss, uh, plus the commissions. Shit. Well, one of the biggest problems with this is that, more than likely this is going to work itself out. I wasn't patient enough for it, or my risk was too tight. Things I have to work on, right, as well. Or if you're wrong, you're wrong. I don't know. This is day 4 or 5. Remember I showed you. It's still like I don't know. I see. Just because there's a short squeeze doesn't mean they can't, take control. If all the buyers are kind of like, yeah, like let them have it. I'm going to take some profit here as well because we're up 4 days in a row. You see what I'm getting at? It's probably important that we tape this one little section here of how it's going to want to take out this triple top area. I wouldn't say it's a triple, like, how do you say it's a triple top when it's at the bottom? I don't know. But there's 3 peaks, 1, 2, 3. We'll see the reaction as it comes through this area, if it does. The profile shows a big hole here, and that's exactly why it fell through it. And that's what I was saying. It's always about, it's going to go one way or the other. It's your, I don't know, it's your odds, I guess, of it going in your favor. So let's watch this. See? Interesting. $4.74 is like a roadblock. Which is really interesting because it's that pre-market high. Do you see that? I don't make this shit up. I just draw the lines. So there it is, again, on this different chart layout there, right? So, we'll see what happens. Interesting. Yeah, so that profile hole is all the way up to 490 here, right? So, I guess if you really wanted to, you could take a trade from here to 490. It should be able to go through that area with a fair amount of ease once it starts going. And we need to get past this VWAP, obviously, but let's see, I don't like taking trades that don't have a high probability, but look at that, it almost did it. It's just, it could go either way here. You don't really, just because you have some. So, basically, there's the move, right? But I mean, 2.79%, there's the 90, right? So, to me, 2.79% wasn't worth the risk of this thing collapsing. And now, what, it's just going to keep on going? Maybe. And this is part of the short squeeze too. You got it. You got them. You know what I mean? Like they've got them off guard. So now they're throwing them off guard. Now the buyers are taking control. And jumpins. This is borderline getting halted here. So do you chase this and buy the top here? Look at this push. Holy moly. Look at this. 7%, 8% candle here. Oh man, alive. Now it's going to push some more on the next, where's the next minute? Right now. Perfect. See how the timing of it works? Oh, it's going to get halted because of that. They just pushed it a little too hard, a little too fast. There's the halt. Ha. Shit. Now it's really going to get squeezed out. You're going to have orders backed up and jacked in there. All these shorts are going to want to get out. There's the squeeze. Shit. That's what we're supposed to be watching and looking for. If you want to know what a squeeze looks like, it's right there. They were all excited. They had it going, and then it was sideways, and then the bulls got in control again. Once we got above VWAP here, then we've got, see how you got covering? So you got people trying to take profits that have just gone short where I went long. Well, sorry, where I covered, I guess, like that. You've got people trying to go short here. And then you've got, there's the squeeze. So they're all going to want to start to cover their positions. And now we're halted. And now they're all underwater and fucking screwed. So now when this comes off a halt, it's going to go up. Shit. Fuck that one up. Shit. This is how tricky this is. Fuck. So here comes off the halt. We'll just see how well it holds and how many orders were really stacked up there to see if it pushes, right? So we should almost get ready to take it at 544. See, it's not really wanting to hold this, right? So, interesting. The shorts have a lot more control than we think. Now the real question is, can it come back out of here? We got that order set up right at that halt level, so I don't know if that's the proper spot. Maybe 24 is better. See, it's just going to want to collapse here. Interesting. That's interesting. It's good stuff to record this. I almost think 24 is a better spot. Let's go 25 just to be safe. I'm just gonna wait and see if this will actually come back to it, right? If it doesn't even come back that way, then we don't need to worry about it. So it appears like it's collapsing. So question, is there a trade here still? It's wanting to hang around. So you look a little further out and we're holding support here, right? So, well, so far. We'll see how well it holds here. 13. What is the high of that one there? That's 14, 514. So I would like to probably mark that. 514 should be something maybe. Let's pull it back over to here. Gonna go to 514 as well. Well, not just to see. Oh, that doubled up right on that other line, didn't it? Interesting. Yeah, there it is there. Yeah, both those lines, 514. So, 514 should be the level that we're trying to stay ahead of. I'd like to... The question is, do you want it to go up above it? Ideally, I guess we'd like to go above it. Go above it, come into this level, come back to this level, and we want to take it on that, maybe a limit order, but I mean, I'm not a big fan of the limit order. So if you don't shoot, you can't, you'll never hit the target if you never shoot. So it filled there right at the end of that candle, so that's not always the best thing for us. But we'll see how it goes here. We're in the money. Again, we might have made our risk a little tight, but I mean, it was right here at the bottom. So, I mean, if it's going to break it, it's going to break it. I don't know. You want to give it a little more room, like 97? We could. Open that up just a bit, but I mean, our risk is still within under $200, so that's pretty good. Should have a little bit of trouble at $5.20, but if we can get above that, the profile is suggesting that we can kind of get up and out of here. So it's having a hard time here at the 520 again, like I was suggesting, but if we can get past this, we'll be pretty good until we have to get up into this here 24 area, which I'll double check. 24 shouldn't be a problem, but 30 might. And 32 is that halt level, so just trying to give it a little more room and a little more patience. Don't want to chase this up too tight and get kicked out for like a $50 win or something. I know it sounds crazy, but if you don't give it a chance, yeah, there's a good little push. That was the beginning of that candle. Perfect. Not always perfect, but interesting how I can kind of predict it, but yet we do the wrong thing. I even say it to myself, and I still kind of do the wrong thing. We should have waited for this pullback. See, look at it. Remember I said it was supposed to go up to this level, come back, pull, and then go on, and we're going to take the trade here probably at 20 or something. So patience, again, patience. And how interesting has the prophecy, you know, there's 4%. Chasing the stop up now to 19 probably. Like I just want it to pull out of this area a little bit more, just so, you know what I mean, it gives a little more time, so if it draws back, it'll just won't completely demolish us right away, right, for a $42 win. That's not really what I'm shooting for here. See, yeah, I've moved that stop up, but we got to be really careful here. Okay, so there's 5%. Just want to give it a little more time and for it to get out of this area, and then I can move up the stop to like 528 or something. Right, because without that patience, we're going to get stopped out right about now. So it's tightening up here with these. If you look at these candles, see how they've gotten the wicks on the top? A little bit of wicks on the bottom, too. It's an interesting, tight little pattern here that it's running. Still getting higher lows, though, if you notice. And still getting higher highs, but it isn't the prettiest looking... I guess we'd call that what is that, an upward channel or whatever? Let me check what that is. Sorry, not rocket science, it's channel up. Oh, it's getting touchy now. Should we move the stop up just to see we would have been stopped out there? So are we trying to protect this or are we not? See, you could have taken some money out of that and we could have broken even on the day now. Instead, we're choosing to make 30 bucks if we get stopped out. Might have a bit of a problem here at the POC, $5.34. That might give us a little bit of trouble to get through that, but we'll see. So there's that, 34 area. Looks like our stop, when we moved it up, we'd put it into the right spot. So again, if we were better at this, there's 4% again. So you would have taken 4% the first time, maybe reloaded. Maybe this time it wouldn't be quite 4% because it never came back to us. But it would definitely be like 2, maybe 3%. So now we're at 6%. You see what I'm saying? Take the profits. That's tough too because we just had that long weekend. It's Monday. I'm a little out of the groove. But I mean, like, share, subscribe. We do this in real time every time, right? So it really helps when you give the thumbs up to help us continue on our path here. Let's see if we can make some money here. Like right now you're in the money, but I mean this thing has the potential to squeeze out to God knows where. A lot of wicks here though, a lot of wicks, so that's a little bit of rejection action, right? I'd really like to see this get above 43 and hold. That would be the best case scenario. 43 would be, yeah. See, like, and you can't be too, I don't know, man. You can't be too, it's going to want to kick you out. But it does this all the time, right? It always wants to try and kick you out. Yeah, ideally we'd hold here and move on up because that would be a higher low again. Oh, there you go. God, that's frustrating, right? Like 4% twice. That is frustrating. That is frustrating. Fuck. God damn it. Now we're like, you know, although that was a $34 win, I'm just, that's disappointing. I don't know how you would have done that differently. We'll have to review that one closer. It's funny because, like just I'm reviewing it now within seconds, but I mean, we missed this push, and then your attitude and your mindset kind of changed a little bit because you missed this 7% push. Then we got in on it at this because we thought it was going to push past. And again, you got to remember this 32 area. Look at that 32 area when it came in. This is why I like to draw those lines. The lines aren't for like to mark. I don't know. They're there for reference, right? Like that was the halt line. Let me mark that halt line over here too on this chart. And we'll see how close it came through, right? Look at, see how it came up and then hit it perfectly and said, no, fuck you, done. Interesting. Shit. This is a lot harder than people think. This is the hardest easy money you ever think you're gonna make, man. I'm telling you right now, it is not what you trade, it is how you trade. Yeah, like, share, subscribe. And if you look there, we kind of held that 514 area. Like, fuck, man, these lines. I'm telling you, I don't make this shit up. I just draw the lines, right? Like, here it is here. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect, guys. Like, it just has to come into it and then hold that area. Like, it's not perfect. It's not perfect. I'm not saying that the lines, oh, the line, you missed it. It's not about being perfect. It's about a reaction at these levels. Like, it's just a reaction. It can push through a little bit more. Like, you got too many orders. Somebody fucked up their thing and they put too many orders in, or they, you know what I mean? Like, it's, if we do start moving up the size, we would have to start taking profits here on every one of these little pushes, right? Like, if you think about it, right, if we were to buy that dip there or whatever, like, I don't think we would do that, but that's 3%. And on real money, that would, I'm not saying none of it's real money, but on bigger money, say 3% on 10,000 would be 300, right? Like that would add up, right, if you did that a few times. But yeah, like, is it going to break above the halt? No, right? Is it going to want to break above these wicks? Interesting, no. Is it done for the day? Or at least for now? It's going to want to come back to VWAP. We'll see what happens when it does the VWAP touch. I'm anticipating it'll push through and then maybe run out sideways for a duration of time. It is 1 minute to 11. It's 11 a.m. now. Right, in 5 seconds. You know, when you've got a short squeeze, you've got manipulation, you've got a lot of activity. May not look like it, but there's quite a bit of volume still coming through here. Um, that bar there alone was worth 1 million shares in a minute, so, and it's just about done right about now. So that was a million shares. That's a lot of shares in a minute. It's 5 million bucks, right? Every minute. So you got to think, who is playing with $1 million or $5 million, right? And it's a combination of a lot of people, including institution. Setting up, I think, for a lower high, right? Anywhere along in here, we should get a reversal and come back, and then we'll go to that VWAP again. Could push, but I'm not too sold on it. I can't take a trade here. Again, I'm not a scalper and I'm not a ninja. I try and catch my one or two moves, and if I can't do that, then I stay the fuck out because that's how I lose money, by over trading. I should just probably tell people what to do, and they should just do it. Because I definitely can't just do do what I say, not what I do. Exactly. So just checking the profile there on another layout, 20 to 30 is like solid block. So it's going to want to chop around in here, and it's going to just keep doing this thing with it. If it can break below that, let me double check the number. Break below the value zone there at 515, which, yeah, makes total sense, right? I can see all this in the wicks too, by the way, right? Like, that's how long I've been doing this. I can see the footprint in the wick. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of tightening up. Can you see it there? This is the big triangle pattern, right? I don't know if it'll always work, right? But I mean, that's the rough idea of the big triangle pattern. But market builds these lots all day, every day, right? So how do you play it? So now would you take it again? Like, see, this is going to want to break out of here. This is going to be a big battle, eh? There's nothing else really going on. DWAC's kind of moving around. The major indices are kind of acting a little funny. So will it break to the upside? It's 11:19 p.m. a.m. Sorry, a.m. 11:19. Gotta remember, it's only 3% to the high here of the day. So from where we're at. Or when you hit the top, it just reverses harder and harder than hard gets. The orders there, you could see them in the level 2. Leave a comment if you want me to bring back that level 2. I just found it was a little bit, it's really busy and it's hard to watch. I get the same kind of view out of these tight macro charts, right? You know, as far as it goes to the video's getting kind of long here, so I don't know if we should just wrap it up here with a like, share, subscribe. It's not what you trade, it's how you trade, because without your subscription, you won't be able to come back and get your high fives. Let me just shoot back to it one more time here for you. Show you how much of a rip it came down.